welcome, Mickey Hunt here, and today's video is about showing you the best and quickest way to clean your bike chain. Let's get to it. Okay, so nice and quickly, you're going to need two cloths, some degreaser and a chain cleaning device. This one here is the Ultrafashs. Bought it off Amazon. I'll put a link in the video description for anybody who wants to go and check it out. So this is the chain that we're going to be cleaning today. As you can see, I went on a ride yesterday, and you can see, if I just run my finger across here, you can see that it's got, although it looks relatively clean to the eye, it's got plenty of build-up on there. The important thing about cleaning your chain after every ride is to protect your cassette and your front chainring. In my case, because I ride a high pivot bike, I've also got an extra idler to look after, but as you can see, the build-up on there is starting to build up. So we're going to clean it, and then we'll do the test again and see how clean it is. Okay, so for the purpose of the video, I've got clean cloth here. I'm just going to grip the chain and then do probably 20 cycles of the cassette, just to show you obviously how dirty the chain is, but also to remove any dirt that's sitting on top of the chain. It's important to do that, to try and clean it as thoroughly as we can in the quickest possible time. Here it goes. So we're just going to grip it. First of all, if you just apply pressure to the front and the rear, and then, like I say, just do some cycles of the chain. Your bike does move around a bit. If you've got a bike stand, it's probably a good idea to put it in there. But like I say, do about 15 to 20, depending on how dirty your chain is. It's common sense, really. And 1 and 2. And as you can see on the chain, just stand the bike up there so it's secure. As you can see, there's quite a lot of build up there, so it's important that, like I say, you get that chain wiped first of all. Okay, so next up, you are going to want your chain cleaning device. As I mentioned earlier, this is the Ultrafashs chain cleaning device. I bought it off Amazon. It was about £18. It's quite heavy duty, to be fair. Cleans your chain really well. I'm going to show you how it comes apart and how to assemble it around the chain, and then we'll give the chain a clean and see how good it is. So first things first, you've got this handle that makes it nice and easy to hold. If you just press this little tab here, the handle slides off, and then all you do is press it in the opposite direction to open it up. Inside, if you can see that, we've got a cog. That's what you put your chain on. Chain then runs through these brushes. That cleans obviously either side of the chain, and then this cleans inside the rollers, and then this bit is a squeegee to get rid of anything excess that's coming off the chain in terms of fluid. So we'll go ahead, we'll add the degreaser. I'll show you where to fill it up. There is actually a fill line on there, and then we'll attach it to the chain and give it a clean. Okay, so this bit, you're going to want your degreaser, and we're going to fill it up to, there's a minimum maximum line on there. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to fill it up to about halfway between minimum and maximum, and then I will show you how to attach it to the chain. So we'll just add the degreaser in there. It takes quite a lot of degreaser. Oh, I filled that up to maximum, so that's what we're going to go with. Takes quite a lot of degreaser, which I like. You don't want chain cleaning devices that only take a minimal amount of degreaser, because the degreaser is the bit that's doing all of the work. Let's get it attached to the chain. Let's give it a clean. Okay, so first things first, what we do is we pop this under the chain, locate the chain within those cogs I showed you earlier. Just make sure it's pressed into those brushes. Get the top, slot it on, and then secure it. Just going to grab the handle now, so it's just a lot easier to hold. Slide it on, it clicks into place. Hey presto. So what you want to do now with the chain cleaning device in position is you want to do about 35 revolutions of your chain, just to make sure that it's cleaning it thoroughly and you're getting all of the dirt, or as much dirt as you can, out of your chain. So we're going to do 35 revolutions, and we'll see what happens with the chain once we've done it. So here goes. So as you can see, the chain is now starting, the degreaser is starting to work, the chain is starting to lather up, and that degreaser is now getting all of that dirt, all of those little metal filings that occur when you are biking, when your chain's starting to wear. It's getting all of that out. Highly important to let the degreaser do its work. So don't, if you can see, it's starting to drip now, dirty bits on the decking here where I'm doing it, but it's really important that you don't rinse this off straight away. Let the degreaser do its work. So after about 30 seconds, we're just going to give it another 35. So that's 35 again, and as you can see, it is now starting to lather up fairly well. So we're going to rinse it, and then we'll see how clean this chain is. So to remove it, ready for rinsing, you simply reverse the process, press the tab, remove the handle, press in opposite directions, remove the top. So I've got a watering can. Obviously you can use your hose pipe, which is probably better, to be honest with you. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to just rinse it off nice and gently, and then show you the chain and how clean it is. There it goes. So just try and get it nice and even all over the chain. Get as much of that degreaser out as you possibly can, ready to obviously re-lube it. You don't want really any degreaser in there because it's going to affect the lube. So just get it nice, rinse it off nice and easy. Like so. So to remove it, we're just going to reverse the process. So you press the tab, remove the handle, and then very gently you just pop it off, hold the bottom, remove the top, and then remove it. If you can see here, if I can just show you this, you can see how much dirt the chain cleaning device has taken out, which is why I recommend these massively. It's the quickest way to get your chain somewhere really clean in between rides. Obviously there are better, more efficient ways to clean the chain. You can remove it. A lot of people swear by putting them in petrol and methylated spirits and things like that, and I would still recommend that you do that at least once a month, maybe, depending on how much you ride, probably every 5 to 6 rides. It really does extend the life of your drivetrain. Mostly, you know, you could probably get double the amount of time to someone that obviously doesn't spend any time cleaning the chain. So it does save you money in the long run, and these are like 20 quid. It's just not worth not having one. Okay guys, so just to show you how much a chain cleaning device removes, or how much dirt it removes from your chain, I've got a clear plastic tub here. I've got the chain cleaning device that I've not yet emptied. There's all the dirt in the bottom. I'm just going to pour it in to show you what it's removed from the chain. As you can see, it is grim to say the least. And again, the more times you can, or more revolutions you can do with that degreaser in there, the cleaner it becomes. And if you can see on the GoPro here, can you see these little bits, these little particles? They're actually metal filings, and that's the bit, they're the bits that actually wear down your chain. It creates like a grinding paste when you're going through the slop, and that's what wears down your teeth on your cassette and your front chain ring. So it's a really good idea, as I said before, to make sure that you are cleaning your chain after every ride. So I've got a watering can. Obviously you can use your hose pipe, which is probably better, to be honest with you. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to just rinse it off nice and gently, and then show you the chain and how clean it is. There it goes. So just try and get it nice and even all over the chain. Get as much of that degreaser out as you possibly can, ready to obviously re-lube it. You don't want really any degreaser in there because it's going to affect the lube. So just get it nice, rinse it off nice and easy. Like so. So the best thing to do now is make sure it's nice and dry. We're going to clean this or dry it with a cloth. So this is the cloth. That is before we use the chain cleaner and the degreaser. And then we're just going to grip it with the other side. So with the clean side, and again we're just going to turn it about 35, like I say. Make sure you've got a nice tight grip on there. And there you go. So as you can see, that is the difference between cleaning your drivetrain. And again, the more revolutions you can do with that degreaser, the cleaner it is going to become. Okay guys, so just to show you how much a chain cleaning device removes, or how much dirt it removes from your chain, I've got a clear plastic tub here. I've got the chain cleaning device that I've not yet emptied. There's all the dirt in the bottom. I'm just going to pour it in to show you what it's removed from the chain. As you can see, it is grim to say the least. And again, the more times you can, or more revolutions you can do with that degreaser in there, the cleaner it becomes. And if you can see on the GoPro here, can you see these little bits, these little particles? They're actually metal filings, and that's the bit, they're the bits that actually wear down your chain. It creates like a grinding paste when you're going through the slop, and that's what wears down your teeth on your cassette and your front chain ring. So it's a really good idea, as I said before, to make sure that you are cleaning your chain after every ride. For those of you wondering why I've not cleaned any of the idler pulley or the crank or the front chain ring or the cassette or the jockey wheels, this is because I do this when I clean the whole bike. I do actually wash my bike after every ride. This video was purposefully concentrating on how to clean a chain, so I do need to make it clear that it is vital that you also clean the components as well as the chain. Don't just clean the chain and hope for the best. It's important that you clean your rear cassette, your jockey wheels, your front chain ring, and obviously any components that your chain runs on, just because there's no point in going halfway house. You might as well clean it all, but I do this with a proper brush, in fact, which I can show you right now. So I've got a couple of brushes that I use to clean the bike. This one, it actually came with the Ultrafashs chain cleaning device. You get a proper kit, and that's what I use to clean all the components. So just remember, make sure that your drivetrain is thoroughly clean and you don't just clean your chain. Okay, so once you've cleaned your chain and all the components, it's important that you lubricate it. Even though you've dried it, there will still be some excess water in between these rollers, that it's important that you lubricate. So make sure you dry it really well, and then when you're ready to add lubrication, it won't see all that water in there. In terms of lubrication, you want to put the lube on the inside of the chain, so you want to be putting it on this here, not on the outside. I see a lot of people putting lube on the outside of the chain. It's not really working. This is where your contact surface is, on the inside of the chain, so that's the bit that you want the lubricant to be on. So the way to apply lubricant, a lot of people just run it down the chain. You want to actually pay attention to the rollers inside, obviously on the internals of the chain. And the way to do that is, if you've got a split link, if you're on a mountain bike, if you've got a split link, the way to start is at the split link, so you know where your start point is. And what you're going to do is you're just going to dab on each of the rollers. Make sure you've got plenty on there. I'm using a wax-based lube. Here in the UK, it does get pretty grim coming into autumn and winter, and I just feel that a wax-based lube is better for sealing or protecting the chain as much as we possibly can. So once you've done a few rollers, obviously just wind it round, and you're going to do that to every single roller all the way around. Just a nice healthy dab on each of those rollers. So there we have it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope it was useful to you. If you did, please hit like, subscribe. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below. Thanks, guys. Until next time, ride safe.